Hey, I'm Issa in Utopia, and I'm answering burning questions at the GaZEEBO. All right, let's start this out. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. So, what's the hardest part about being an artist that people don't see? So, I think the hardest part about being an artist is not only do you have to, depending on if you're independent or not, especially if you're an upcoming independent artist, you have to make the content, you have to be able to invest in all the equipment and everything that goes with making the content. And that's something that a lot of people don't have the funds for. So you have to acquire the funds for that. So like all around, like it's kind of like balancing work with creating and, you know what I'm saying, trying to add all that together to make time, to make good music, which takes time in itself, you know what I'm saying? But because it takes practice, you know what I'm saying? It takes hours. But that's the part that artists talk about this all the time, but people don't really see that until they become an artist themselves. Especially, you know what I'm saying, if they don't got the nepotism. You feel me? All right. Let's see. Who we talking about next? What's the meaning behind your artist's name? I love this question. Because Issa in Utopia, a lot of people probably would guess that it's like some random name or like they don't understand the story behind it, right? So the story behind it is I was trying to figure out an artist name to get rid of my last name because I didn't want people to be able to look me up. And so I was going through artist names because you know what I'm saying? You know how you look people up and you see like the old high school posts. And I didn't want all that. So like basically I was on the phone with my homeboy and I was trying to find something like that would kind of fit my ambiance. So first I had Issa Love, right? Like Issa Love. And then I was like, nah, that's lame. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? That's typical. That's somebody already got that name out there. You know what I'm saying? That's so typical. And then I was like, all right, well, let me put Issa Austin Love. Throw my middle name in there. Nah. And so we was on the phone talking about it, like me and my homeboy Daniel, right? And so I go, all right, how about Issa in Utopia, right? And it would mean like I'm creating this utopia with my music, you know what I'm saying? Like this feeling of euphoria and this feeling of connectivity that I feel like comes from like the way that people are able to connect with each other with music, you know what I'm saying? Me being able to do that with my own and creating like this idea of a utopia. And he was like, yeah, that's fire. And I was like, nobody got that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has like a name like that. So it's pretty unique in itself. And he was like, you may as well spell it with the E. So I respected him because he was on the phone with that and made it, you know what I'm saying, with the E, the Utopia. So that's where Issa and Utopia comes from, you know. Because I know a lot of people would wonder, yeah, for sure. All right. Would you rather find love or keep making music? That's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. Music ain't never broke my heart before. You know what I'm saying? But the girls always have. So, you know, I'm gonna go with the music. I'm gonna keep making music. You feel me? Cause I feel like I get enough love out of that. That would fulfill me more than anything. So, and I've got enough love in my life already. Like I'm cool. All right. What's an overhyped artist or trend in music right now? This is a tough question because I'm the type of nigga that always believes the hype. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who it is, bro. I be like, yeah, I'm fucking with that. Like just off the fact that people is fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I had to say somebody, bro, that's overhyped, like I think. Now I'm saying this. I don't want to be crucified. I'm saying this as a person whose favorite artist growing up was Kendrick, right? Kendrick was my favorite artist growing up. I swear, I put this on everything. You ask anybody, you know what I'm saying? You can ask anybody that know me, like from 6th grade to all the way to like 12th grade. Like I would be putting Kendrick Lamar lyrics on my wall. Like I was the biggest fan, but I feel like we're blowing Kendrick up for the wrong thing. You feel me? Like I feel like people are hyping up not like us. for the controversy of it, and it's more energy that is deserved towards other songs that Kendrick has. So I feel like all the Grammys for Not Like Us, when he should have, you know what I'm saying, it's other songs that deserve that Grammy first. Like songs even on the album that people kind of pass by, like, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. People pass by that album and it deserved more of the hype that Not Like Us got. So that's I'm gonna say that. You can crucify me if you want to, but that's just me keeping it a bean. Real for real. All right. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done in front of a romantic interest? Well, if the baddie's watching right now, me stuttering just that in that moment, that kind of, I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of embarrassing. I ain't even gonna cap, but you know what I'm saying. Shout out all the fine shits. You know, shout out all the fine shits. That's gonna watch this in this moment. And anyways, let me think on this for real. Let me give an actual real answer. Most embarrassing thing. I remember one time, I was out on a date, right? And we had went to the movies. Went to the movies, and I had to go to the bathroom hella bad before we was about to leave. And you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta go to the bathroom bad. You're not really thinking like, oh, like, let me check and see where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? You thinking, I gotta pee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the booking it. And so I got the booking it, and you know what I'm saying? I go, and like, I come out the stall, right? Because I come out the stall, and I think to myself, damn, there's no urinals in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up with that? Like, oh, I wonder why they ain't got no urinals in this bathroom, right? And then I see this lady walk in. I'm like, oh, this is definitely the lady's bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And so I came out, and I couldn't even like fake, like I didn't just walk into the lady's bathroom with Shorty right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was probably the most embarrassing thing. I kept it a band. Like, I was like, yeah, definitely just came out the girl's bathroom. Yeah. And I missed it too. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Hey, look, it's still gonna get burnt. Hold on. I'll make sure of that. Yeah. What was my first job? My first real job that like I was getting real wages for was in college. Like, I didn't start working in college because I was doing theater all through high school, right? And doing theater and poetry, and you know what I'm saying, the artistic stuff all through that. And I wasn't really making no money on it. But I was doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying, just for the love. But when I got to college, I needed some bread. You know what I'm saying? So I started being a RA. And that was really like my first quote unquote job. But I was like, it was funny because around the exact same time, like, I kind of had two jobs around the same time. And I started working at Smoothie King while I was a RA. And so I was juggling both of them. So they was both kind of like my first job in a sense. But yeah, shout out Smoothie King. Yeah. Shout out Charlotte. You feel me? What's worse, being a one-hit wonder or making consistently mid music? If you got hit, bro, you got a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you making music that's consistently mid, you know what I'm saying? You didn't get one. You got one. That's all you really need, bro. But if you didn't even get one, like, if you never got one, that hurts. You know what I'm saying? That hurts. So that's like, who is your biggest role model in the music industry? I feel like the person who I look towards as an example of like what I want to be like in the music industry the most is probably it's probably Brent Faiyaz, because I feel like he came up, you know what I'm saying, independent, and he's making music that is R&B, but it's also like, it has different vibes to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a specific lane to it that you can attribute to, you know what I'm saying, his music. If you really listen to his catalog, of course. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people listen to his catalog and only really hear like, oh, he talking toxic stuff. But if you really get into his catalog for real, and dig in deep on like the sounds, like the production choices, and you know what I'm saying, the love songs, and just the wide variety of topics that he hits on in songs too, like in his whole catalog, like that's kind of how I see myself like going into music as an artist. So that's probably the person who set the model of like what I want to be like. Him and Donald Glover too. Just to throw him in there, cause I be trying to I be doing the acting too, and I be writing too. So it's like those two dudes for real. Oh my God, burnt good. It's Sersky. All right, let's see. So what's the best track you've released to date? All of them. But if I had to choose one, I feel like 2 + 2 is 9. I feel like that one, production wise, I flipped that sample so crazy. I did. Not the brag. I flipped that sample so crazy. So that to me, it was probably my craziest flip, and I came on it pretty decent too. So yeah, that's probably my best track in my opinion so far released. But I got some hotter stuff on the way. Always consistent. Yeah, appreciate you.